This is a regularly scheduled meeting for which the date, time, and location is set forth in the annual notice of meetings adopted by the Waldeck Zoning Board. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, said annual notice has been filed with the Borough Clerk, copy posted in the vestibule of the Waldeck Administration Building, and copies transmitted to the official newspapers of the borough as designated by the governing body, to wit the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News.
Mr. Neiman,
Here.
Mr. Saracola,
Here.
Mr. Bokarski,
Here.
Mr. Walsh,
Here.
Mr. Centennial,
Here.
Mr. Sanzo,
Here.
Ms. Lupino. Here. Mr. Marajak,
Here.
Mr. Mitchell.
Here.
Good evening, everyone. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? We're going to do the approval of the minutes from last month's meeting.
I
Is
make a
everyone-
motion, I make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes.
First by Ted,
Second.
second by Rich. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of last meeting.
Ted first,
Second.
Rich second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. We have 7 resolutions from last month's meeting.
I make a motion we waive the reading of the 7 resolutions.
Second.
Ted first, Joe second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Our first, could I have a motion to approve our first resolution for PEC 142 West Prospect Street?
I make a motion we accept the resolution for PIC.
Ted first,
I'll second.
Brian second. Joyce, roll call, Joyce.
Mr. Neiman,
Yes, or, I'm sorry, abstain.
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Sanzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino. Abstain. Mr. Bokarski,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Marajak.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Mitchell, there's still, Mr. Mitchell? Okay.
Our second resolution is Deschert, 18 Waldeck Avenue.
I make a motion to waive the reading of the Deschert resolution.
Second.
Could I have a motion to approve the resolution for Deschert, 18 Waldeck Avenue?
I make a motion to accept the Deschert resolution.
Ted first,
Second.
Brian,
Mr. Neiman,
abstain.
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Sanzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino. Abstain. Mr. Bokarski,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Mitchell,
Abstain.
Mr. Meyer.
Yes.
Cassie. Could I have a motion to approve the resolution for Cassidy, 61 Evergreen Street?
I make a motion to accept the resolution for Cassidy.
Ted first,
Second.
Brian second.
Mr. Neiman,
Abstain.
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Sanzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Mitchell,
Abstain.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Could I have a motion to approve the resolution for Jamrose, 54 McKay Avenue?
I make a motion, we accept the resolution for Jamrose.
Second.
Mr. Neiman,
Abstain?
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Senzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino. Abstain. Mr. Wakarsky,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Mitchell,
Abstain.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Could I have a motion to approve the resolution for Lichtarski, 84 Donald Place?
I make a motion, we accept the resolution for Lichtarski.
Second.
Ted first, Brian second.
Mr. Neiman,
Abstain?
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Senzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino. Abstain. Mr. Wakarsky,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Mitchell,
Abstain.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Leonard? Could I have a motion for the resolution for Leonard, 54 Schuler Avenue to approve?
I make a motion to accept the resolution for Leonard.
I second.
First, Brian second.
Mr. Neiman,
Abstain?
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Senzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino. Abstain. Mr. Wakarsky,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Marjack,
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell.
Abstain.
Could I have a motion to approve the resolution for Pan File, 87 Highwood Avenue?
I make a motion to accept the resolution for Panfile.
Ted first.
Second.
Brian second.
Mr. Neiman,
Abstain?
Mr. Saracola,
Yes.
Mr. Walsh,
Yes.
Mr. Senzo,
Yes.
Ms. Lupino. Abstain. Mr. Wakarsky,
Yes.
Mr. Centennial,
Abstain.
Mr. Mitchell,
Abstain.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Our first application for tonight is Walters, 105 Grove Street.
So I don't mean to keep you waiting, I'll be with you in a second. Thank you all. Who's going to be speaking?
I can start.
If you're going to be speaking, I want you up right now, because this is sworn testimony. So if you're going to talk, you're going to take the oath. If you're not going to talk, you're not going to take the oath. If you want to talk and you don't take the oath, you're out of luck. Okay. Everyone, please raise your right hand. You swear testimony about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, it is.
State your names, and each of you in turn spell your last, please.
Brian Walters, Walters.
Brooke Walters, Walters.
Jeffrey Walters, Walters.
So I gather you guys know each other.
Hello.
Brian's my son.
Why don't you all have a seat? Whoever wants to lead off, get close to the mic and tell me what's going on.
So thank you for having us tonight. Again, I'm Brian. This is my wife, Brooke. We're the homeowners of 105 Grove Street. We are in an R2 zone, and the total square footage of our property is 7,500 square feet. And today we're seeking to simply build a backyard deck on our property. We're seeking variance relief in regards to the setback code requiring 35 feet from the rear property line, and we are proposing 11 feet. We are also asking for variance relief on the setback code requiring 10 feet from our detached garage, and we are proposing 3 feet. This is just a little bit about the project itself. This is a simple, standard first floor deck that begins at our back door and extends 24 feet in length into our yard and has a width of 18 feet at its widest point beside the detached garage. The new improved lot coverage is within the allowed increase at 36.7%, which is less than the 40% maximum allowed in an R2 zone. The deck will stand at a height of only 18 inches tall and will be built in compliance with the town building codes for such a structure. The location of the deck is in our backyard, and the location of the deck provides increased functionality to the yard, and it equally preserves and maximizes the remaining open lawn space of our property. The proposed location and the design also respects the privacy of our neighbors, with our adjacent detached garage as a barrier to the west of our property, 6-foot-tall wooden fence at the northern rear end of the yard, and 12-foot, maybe more high bushes on the east side of our property. The proposed deck does not overwhelm or encroach upon our neighbors' property sightlines, their privacy, or their quality of life. Additionally, our dwelling sits recessed and elevated on top of a hill. This provides an additional assurance that the deck itself will not be visible from any angle on the street or any of the sidewalks. Additionally, what we can respectfully observe, our proposed deck is similar in size, in location, and in function to many others that are in our neighborhood, whether those decks are in the backyards themselves, or in some cases extending to and beyond the sides of the house itself. The proposed deck of ours is a reasonable usage of our property and is an appropriate improvement for our 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-floor dwelling. The deck would allow for more versatility in our daily living and a place for family to grow and to gather, and will allow us to enjoy more of all that Waldwick has to offer. So thank you for your consideration and for your guidance as well. As mentioned, my dad is somewhat serving as a project manager of this project, also as I can let you speak to your credentials, but he's very helpful.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I'm here more to Brian as a designer of the deck and will help in the building of the deck. I do have an engineering background, structural engineering degrees, so I'll make sure that any of the designs that come up will certainly meet all of the typical code requirements for deck building.
Start questions from the board. Brian, do you have any questions for the applicant?
No.
Joe?
I'm just curious, the zoning survey, it says the project length 24, project width 21, but the plan says basically 18 by 24 without the notches in it.
Yeah, so I spoke to Mr. Joe W. mentioning that we changed our plans from our original, and I asked if that would be an issue, and he said as long as the square footage is less than on the application, that it was acceptable. That's why we're here. So the 24 by 18 general is what we're asking for.
I have no question, sorry.
Bruce, do you have any questions?
Yes, looking at the boundary survey, you have the deck shaded, proposed deck shaded, and then you have in red,
Mhm.
the shaded part goes right to the garage.
Yes.
Red does not.
Correct. Yes, we are asking for what's within the red. Knowing that there's a 10-foot variance, respectfully, we changed our design to accommodate 3 feet, which would give us space for garden space, and that's what our design is today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that answers your question. I think what we're showing is the red outline is the 3-foot offset. The original design that was referenced before went right up to the building, the detached building. So that's not, that hasn't been reflected here.
Thank you, just looking for clarification.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is the deck going to have lattice on the bottom going around?
Depending, it probably will. I know I did that on my deck.
If that's a big deck, you're probably going to have a lot of animals living.
Yeah, yeah,
Some you might not want living under there.
yeah.
That's the only question I have. Phil, do you have any questions?
Did you give any consideration to pervious pavers to mitigate the issue with, to come to zoning?
To use I'm sorry, to use
To use
pavers
pavers?
instead of a deck?
I don't know. In our neighborhood, we've been blessed with chipmunks. And so there are actually pavers that the previous owner has had, and they're all wobbly and offset. I don't think that's a wise investment personally. And so that's where we drew the line with going with a deck. I don't know if that's scientific or not, but
Did you consider the cost factor or the fact that,
Not really.
how about zoning wise, did you consider that? You have to come to zoning if you went with pervious pavers?
Yeah, there's certainly less restrictions on the pavers than there is on a decking. Yeah, but as Brian said, the other aspect is that by elevating it that 18 inches, it's going to make it a better transition from the house into the backyard, and be able, to me, just make it softer on their feet when they go out. Hopefully, they'll have some children down the road, and when they fall, I think pavers can be a little bit of a problem. So I think there's a number of considerations. Certainly, cost is one of them, but they feel that it's worth the additional cost.
How about the configuration of the deck? Did you consider making it longer, like lengthwise, instead of going depth?
Away from the detached garage, or towards
Yeah.
the back?
More away from the back, I'll say this, getting away
Yeah.
from the, decreasing the setback, I'll say, or increasing
yeah,
the setback.
we considered that. In my opinion, it chops the yard pretty substantially, that if down the line we wanted to put like a swing set or something, it's kind of hard to plan where the safest spot for that would be or what we would need down the line. So to preserve and maximize the amount of lawn space would give us more options down the road.
And just to add one thing, they wanted to have at least a minimum size deck to put furniture there and configure to make it useful. We don't want to have just, too small of a deck. So we tried to get the balance, all things considered.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do. Just curious, I don't know, did Joe talk about, it's 18 inches, no railing?
There was no mention, but would.
Right, yeah, typically it's 3 feet is
Okay.
the recommendation.
That's just
Right.
curious. I mean,
Yeah,
otherwise I
and
totally understand what you're trying to do.
15 is at the highest point. It actually goes down because the grade in the backyard is from the back fence to the house.
Got it.
So at the low point, it's probably closer to a foot off the ground. And at that point, we're still going to have everything on post, footings.
That's it, that's all I had.
Ted, do you have any questions for the applicant?
No questions.
Stan, do you have any questions?
Was any consideration given to making the deck in line with the west wall of your home?
There was, in a sense, it would narrow the space that we wouldn't be able to have the amount of, furniture, decking, and it would be pushing further into the lawn that otherwise the space that we are accommodating or utilizing, I should say, by the garage, we otherwise would have, there'd be nothing to use that space for.
Yeah, I can also add, it doesn't show on the picture, but as you can see, it's where the stairs are, and it goes back, and it's a 2-foot offset. There's actually a forsythia that's going to be in between. We had to build a deck around that forsythia. It's between the garage and the left side of the stairs. That's why, in part, why it's jutting out.
That's privacy.
Yeah, so that's privacy thing.
Saves a tree.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
Such thing as one forsythia.
No, you're right. Initially.
First property I've ever owned that didn't happen down the side.
Where is the entrance to the deck from the house?
It
Is it where it says concrete, or is it where it's inset a bit?
It's inset, where concrete is basically a wall of windows, and so the door faces east.
Or the door faces east?
Yes. I believe there may be a picture in the packet as well.
I see it now, but.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't like that. So you'll be coming out facing east?
Yes.
And you have to make a quick left. So how much space is that right in front of the door? 5 feet or more?
6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet. So you have turning distance. And then you need a spacious place for your table and chairs. I think this question was asked in a different way. Did you consider making it wider across the house, across the back of the house?
We did. It jets out into a position that is harder to work around for the yard itself. It's also just a personal thing, but there's no sun in that part of the further you go that way, the sun blocks
The
it.
neighbors' tall trees?
Thanks to the shadow of our own house. So rather than be,
Sunrise goes around the house, gives you shade. All right, no more questions. I can't make it.
So, do you have any questions for the applicant?
Actually, I really don't. It's pretty straightforward.
Are there any questions from the audience about the application? No one?
I hope not.
Always have to ask, so it's on the record.
Do you have any final comments about your application?
No, thank you for considering and accommodating us, and we're new to the area, so it's great to know who our neighbors are, so thank you for welcoming us.
Brian, do you have any final comments?
No, I'd be in favor of it. It's I can understand where he's going. He's leaving open space for future children to play, so I'd be in favor of it. And it's an undersized lot, so.
I'd be in favor also.
I'd be in favor, and I like the way you kind of maximize to your landscape of your home, and also I like that it's a family project. I'd be in favor as well.
Welcome to the neighborhood, and I would be in favor.
I'd also be in favor. Phil?
I'm in favor of it, but I think I would like you to consider the pavers. That's just my opinion, but I'm not going to deny you from putting the deck up.
I'm in favor as well, and you did a really good job, Brian, presenting the project.
What welcome. I've been here 48 years. I hope you're the same.
Good luck. I'm in favor of this. I think it's a good addition.
Have a motion to approve the
Okay,
application?
I want to go on record on one little thing. When Brian Walsh said this is an undersized lot, that's not true. It's exactly the right size for R2.
It is.
Yeah.
I make a motion, we accept this application.
I'll second that.
Chris Benside, second by Randy.
Mr. Neiman?
Yes.
Mr. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Bokarski?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Centennial?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Ms. Lupino?
Yes.
Mr. Marachek?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
All right, time for my speech. Here's the situation. You've been approved. You have the right to go for building permits tomorrow morning if you want. Here's the only reason that you might want to hesitate, and that is that there is a right on the part of the public to come back in here for a 45-day period from the date that the resolution is published. Now, judging by the clamor behind you, it's probably unlikely. But if you get a neighbor who wasn't in town, and I can't remember the last time it happened, to be honest with you, but I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that it could happen. The sun could also hit the earth tomorrow. You know, there are a lot of possibilities out there. So, the deal is, pull your permits, you can start. You won't be 100% in the clear until 45 days after the resolution is published, and that will be after it is approved as written, which is the next meeting in September, and then it takes a couple of days to get it published, not much. But that's where the clock starts running on those 45 days. So, as I say, it's entirely your decision. It's unlikely that occurred yet. You know, you're not building a tower behind your house. But if nothing else, welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.
In this case, it's really a question of, they go with the slope of the land. But that makes it, because in this case, we have the question is, what makes it a hardship variance? And the truth of the matter is, it's a term of art. The zoning board cannot just grant variances because they want it. There has to be a reason. And the code, actually the statutes, give us the reasons. Ultimately, we come down to something about the property that makes it necessary to go too close to the garage or too close to the rear line. And then the question of whether or not it's beneficial or detrimental. Does it hurt the neighbors? Does it hurt the community? Does it hurt the way the property looks from the street? And that becomes part of the balancing test. That's why I always ask you guys to give reasons for your votes. Because with any luck at all, there's something I can hang my hat on. Here, we have enough. He told us about the topography. Because let's face it, we're not, unless a board allow your neighbors to do what's not gonna hurt their neighbors, is really where it comes down to. And so sometimes you look at a project and you say, wait a minute, what is this gonna do to the guy next door, the guy behind? And then you gotta think about whether you're gonna grant it. But on a deck like this, particularly at ground level, or virtually ground level, you'd have to go somewhere to figure out a way that you can hurt anybody. Only thing you're gonna get is the impervious. And even at that, deck is not entirely impervious, because by and large, they're built with space between the floorboards. And so rain goes through those. I know some of the new materials don't do that anymore. But when they start buckling because they expand and contract, people are gonna figure out that they probably should leave that nail width between them. Did I answer your question, Phil?
Does it have to be both beneficial and not detrimental?
Not necessarily.
So as long as it's beneficial,
Actually, as long as it's not detrimental.
as long as it's
The
not
term of
detrimental?
art beneficial is usually reserved for uses that are going to have a positive effect on the community. A group home,
Mhm.
an assisted care. I mean,
Adding
that was
value
one
to
of
a
the things that they
neighborhood?
leaned on.
Adding value to a neighborhood?
No. Adding value to a neighborhood is a good thing, but the question is, to be a beneficial use, it has to be actively helping people, more than just pumping the property values. You know, you can put a couple of nice big houses on the street, and you can argue that that pumps the property value. But it doesn't really do anybody in the community much good, physically. So a hospital, a nursing home, an assisted care, a group home, things that have a beneficial effect to individuals or to the community at large. That's kind of where that beneficial use comes in. And there are defined beneficial uses in these statutes. And I wouldn't try to call you out on that thing. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just, don't want that in the record. We've got properties in this town that are fully a third, half the right size.
Do we have any old business? New business? Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Ted first, Chris.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?